someone called Samir Abdullah, Saqim Abd Iblis, that's his name. Saqim من السقم, not Samir. Abd Iblis. وهو طبعا وإبليس من عبيد الله. And Iblis is the slave of a creature of God creation. He talked about women, that the Islamic nation have this malehood mentality. This type of demons, honestly, they don't know the history of Afghanistan before the attack of the Soviet Union. They don't know. These people do not know the history of the Ishmael. Now they will use what I am trying to say and make more prostitutes, more whores, working for the devil that is using the West. The Ismailian woman, he don't know how women used to live before Muhammad in the Ismailian territory and then after Muhammad. He do not know how the women at the 40s and at the 50s, how they were respected in a way that cannot be imagined in Egypt. The 40s and the 50s, go and study the history. And he do not know that there is always an external effect that come and mass around in our nations. Exactly like the French people raping the Algerian people. There was a lot of rape case to women that created the reactions. Okay? An invasion. He do not know that the so-called Hindus, he is originally from India. Do not know that they are all behind torture. Of course, there is a so-called Hindu working with him, but in a different way. Behind humiliating women in the so-called Hindu people, communities in India. Humiliation to women in a terrible way. That's why they're calling for secularism now and using secularism to destroy what they call the problem of Islam. This is not the case. This is not the case. My case is, he do not know that the external effect came through the media and people who just neglected the teaching of God and made this change in Egypt. Look right now how women are treated there. I'm not going to go to Eastern Europe. I'm not going to talk even about Russia. They call it the Haredim for a reason, not the Kremlin. This is Kremlin, not Kremlin, for a reason. I'm not going to go there. Hidden things. And I'm not going to talk about how the term sex trafficking is a terrible way. I'm not going to talk about countries that got nothing to do with Islam. And look how women are treated as in South America because of the United States of America interference to these South American countries. Look how they are dealing with women and Africans and others. I'm talking about Islam. Who is Muhammad changed? Go to the Arabian Peninsula. He changed how the woman is dealt with to better. Before this century, women used to be respected and their name was treated with glory. The Ismailian women. Now, of course, the non-Ismailian and some lost ones will come and say, exactly now, let me show them more of my body. I am an honor for your this sickness. I don't want this sickness. I don't want this dirtiness that will create more humiliation to the human race and to the women precisely. See, these people are sick. And these videos, the videos that they are making, is targeting sick, ignorant, arrogant groups. That's it. And that's why there is a support to it. The women in Ismailian territory now, how they are treated. There is a lot of molesting women in Emirate. In Emirate, women used to be at the Gulf states. The women used to look before Abdulaziz bin Saud. How women was treated in a way that cannot be imagined. As a figure of dignity to the men and to the nation. What is trying to say? Who is changing us? Women in Syria, Sham. Let's go to the Sham. At the time of the first, when the English colonies came there to England, how the women were treated? In a great respect. Look right now, Bashar al-Assad. Raping women in the jail, killing. Is this Islam? Islamic manhood? Or maybe he have a problem with me, rejecting and refusing that I would have a sister that work as a model. These people curse these people, those cursed people. What do you mean? Why don't you go to India? Look at the so-called Hindu women in specific levels of the society. This is your origins. The Muslim came and liberated you. Yeah, the Mughals. And so many among your race have accepted, I don't know what's your race, accepted Islam and become a Muslim. Why they are lying about Muhammad? Muhammad came and changed the society to show respect more to women. Look what the German did to the Russian women. Look what the German did to the Russian women last centuries. And look what the Russian did to the German women last century in World War II. Look what the German did to the France, and look what the France did to the German even. Look what they are doing to themselves in some parts even of Europe. This is sickness, and he's coming and he's saying, because the matter, and then he's saying, the video is good at the beginning. He's questioning a so-called Hindu for saying that the Muslim women are not, do not produce any knowledge. And then he's using some women working in America, wearing hijab, and saying, look, when they went to the secularism and atheism, they start working and they start to become doctors. And this person is sick. He doesn't know how the community work. He's sick. The problem is not only him. Others. He used to be a Muslim and now no longer. No, this lies shouldn't be uploaded, should be deleted. But you are leaving it, so please leave me to talk. And they always focus, a woman have a degree in nuclear whatever. And a woman, it's twisted. I have no time to explain. I don't have any time to explain about the details. Look, there's like for example, look at Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton, she used to work in the ministry. You know what? Look at Merkel in Germany. Muslims comes there, and there is some women working as a doctor or working as a scholar in any place with science, and they start bothering us. Look at Islam. Who's from the first place bothered? I mean, look at the golden age, for God's sake. It is called the golden age. The godly, golden, submitted to God age. All of this science that was protected by the instruction of God. Who destroyed this? Who came to Spain? They learned from Spain, then they came and destroyed Spain. The Muslims are learning here in Europe, and some of them settled, and they're enjoying how it is, and they are facing a lot of persecution in their countries, and they are trying to protect their faith. Who? Why they are liars? And he focuses on women. Women, because he don't know that the devil is using him. If you want to talk about what women are suffering from in the Islamic world, please, let's come and study things from A to Z. No, look at, because it's a male-led society and community, and when they come to America, there is a lot of Muslims, because they are no longer living in a Muslim community. So he's saying, Muslim women, Muslim people, this is the way. Leave Islam, and then women will be shown respect. Just leave Islam. The reason is Islam. Science, women cannot, men, the society, the community of Islam have nothing to do with knowledge. Leave Islam. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Or should I go in deep details? Should I go and search in some website and show you some statistics and what's happened in the history? So this is what he's saying. This is what he's trying to say. Muslim community, men and women, will never produce anything except if they leave Islam. Because the problem is, why don't you go and see the sickness and fix the communities that you are? Why don't you fix the problem that will the West will face? This countries and this society that is called civilized society, at the end they will face problem. They will face, no, we will not everything will be fair. No. Your society is gonna face something terrible. Just a matter of time. Because you're working for the devil. That's the interest. Do you see the interest? Who destroyed the Islamic power? Which is submission to God. It's the devil. He used whom? He used those who start calling themselves secular and atheists and establish the so-called Israeli state and empower the crazy so-called Shiite, who many of them are from your same race, coming from India and some parts of this and bothering us in Middle East. I'm not talking about all. There is a lot of wonderful Indian and Pakistani Muslim scholars, and you are against them and you are bothering them, like many sheikhs in Malaysia and Pakistan and India, because they are always saying the truth. I'm not talking about those good ones. Why? And look at the number who viewing their videos and the likes and the comments. And at the end, a stupid demon come and talk about the sin, the lie, the devil, Father, Son, the Antichrist, and the Satan himself, and the holy shit that he consider and relate to the Holy Ghost. I'm not talking about oil. Stupidity, the way he's He is saying that the so-called Hindu is not saying the truth. There is women who are doctors and women who are scientists. They are inside the machine. These women worked inside this machine. They are not doing anything against the teaching of God. They are working in the scientists, universities. They are based in America and some part, and some of them are successful. It's got nothing to do with Islam, no, because Islam, if you go to Syria, for example, or if you go, for example, who fucked Iraq? Who fucked Iraq? Who fucked Iraq? Answer me. Iraq, Saddam Hussein was Muslim 100%, playing it to the rules of Iraq. He have a problem with the so-called Shiite bothering him from Persia. They shouldn't occupy Baluchistan and Khuzestan, Kurdistan. Who gave them? Who called the Persian Gulf what the Persian Gulf? It should be called the Ismailian Gulf. The West, since Sheikh Khazal. Go to Syria. Why there is a lot of thousands of women are raped? Why? Is it Islam, you demon? Women raped in Iraq and prostituted and dealt with with disrespect. Is it Islam? The Muslim women who are bothered from this so-called Israeli state, they call themselves seculars, and the so-called Israeli state, bothered, killed. There is women who were killed, children were killed. Who's behind it? Islam. In Egypt, Morsi was a good, beautiful president who wanted dignity to women. He wanted to play it based on the rules. Who were complaining? The so-called Israelis, the intruders, and the European. You're demon, and I curse you. Now please don't delete the videos. ابعدوا عني. راحت العفن. عفن. ابعد نفسك خالصة. Now the cases that people know. If you think that I am tired because some might say because he is a result of a Muslim community, he's tired. No, I'm tired because of you, because you have a problem with graciousness and light. I have no time to explain more. Do I need to explain more about these details? And the so-called Hindus, I mean, look at the so-called Hindu saying that the Muslims are not producing any secular and any science, any knowledge. Who? A so-called Hindu.